Well, I believe I'm rather an unlikely candidate for this sort of conversation. Being a politician, sometimes I feel like I tend to be a little bit dry in the topics I choose and things that I comment. But over and above that, I am also a mother, a daughter, a female, obviously, a daughter of my nation. And very much like anybody else on this earth, connected to other humans and other natural elements, oceans included. There is a local saying, it may be said in other places too, but people often use it here, that when you dip your finger into the ocean, you're connected to the whole world, which is true. And one thing that comes across is the fact that there are so many aspects to the world, and as many aspects to the ocean, the good, the bad, the neutral, whatever. So when we are connected, we also need to be aware, and we need to be conscious of our responsibilities and whatever is coming through those connections to us. The history of this place, of Montenegro, you've seen it, and I hope many more people will, because it's quite astonishing. It actually is painted in many ways by the oceans and by the mountains. If you can see the surrounding, it's quite dramatic. It's the mountains crashing down into the ocean. And that kind of setting really actually provides a perfect backdrop to all of the historic experiences that we felt and had, as well as those that are modern. So from these seas, all kinds of influences, all kinds of experiences, all kinds of stories were brought into this land, from the ancient time up until obviously today's world. The conquerors, the culture influence, the trade, all kinds of contacts came through the seas, with the Romans, with Ottoman Turks, with Austro-Hungarians, but also the trade with most of these countries as well, Venice included, obviously, and the modern trade as well. Today, it brings tourists, it brings friends, it still brings economic prosperity. So when we get connected through the oceans or otherwise, we need to be aware of ourselves, of the others, and of the interchange that inevitably happens. Well, I'm not originally from here, but I chose this place to live in, and this is where I brought my children up. And the surrounding, in many ways, defines oneself. You're a different person in different surroundings. And I feel that the nobility of nature, of the waters, of the ocean, and the overall setting did provide a sort of a visual but also emotional structure that I always believed was a good framework to develop your family. And I know that my sons would say that people are always so excited about this particular view, and to them it's just a normal picture they see when they wake up, and normalizing something so extraordinary, I at least believe, brings something to your soul, hopefully something good. I remember remember picking up a book once, an old book. It was, I think, early 19th century edition. And there was an inscription in the book by this girl who used to obviously own it. And that feeling of being in touch with the history and with a specific person who obviously passed a long time ago is still sending the message and sending creating a certain connection with today's world is a very powerful feeling. And that kind of feeling is what we experience, whether we know it or not, whenever we are in touch with ocean or whatever other water body, it may be river or lake or whatnot. We are always in touch with the history long gone, but still very present, which is one of these authentic experiences that our guests, the tourists that visit Montenegro, always and inevitably experience while spending their time here. Whether they're aware of it or not, they are in touch with the cultures, with peoples, with experiences that influence their own well-being. And it's I would say worth thinking about that whatever we do, we are actually projecting ourselves and our deeds to the future, to the unknowns of the future. So it is, as a Minister of Tourism, it is very important for me to make sure, the best I can, that our guests have the good, positive experience and project that experience to the future.